Come.
Ayo, what's poppin', nerds? So, this video is going to be a little bit interesting. So, I don't typically do a tutorial style video. However, I wanted to sit here for a quick second and do one for you guys because, as a lot of you guys know, I like Doom. And another thing you guys might know is that it's classic Doom. And you may be thinking to yourself, oh shoot, doesn't classic Doom have like the most minimalistic multiplayer humanly possible, aka just a deathmatch? Well, here's where you're what's the word? There's a lot of things that have advanced with the use of the Zendronum Doom source port. And so today, if you've ever wanted to play some of your favorite classic Doom mods, such as Brutal Doom, Project Brutality, I actually don't know about Project Brutality if it's supported, but I think it is, or even something like Doom RL Arsenal with your homies, and you want to do something cool like that, then today I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a hopefully quick tutorial that'll be easy for you guys to follow. Make sure you got Doom 2. So here's the thing, right? Like, if you don't got it, okay. For those who don't know, the actual Doom 2 game just comes in a WAD file, also Doom 1, and basically every classic Doom game. So if you have it on Steam, you can just browse local files, literally just browse local files, and then you should have it there. If you don't have the game, listen, I'm not going to be out here supporting piracy or anything, but you can literally hit them with that stanky Doom 2 free download. So yeah, just use whatever methods you may find necessary to, use whatever methods you may find necessary in order to install that, just do. So, next thing up on the list of things we gotta do, we gotta get that source port. You guys remember when I was talking about Zendronum 2 seconds ago? Hey, we're installing it now, so put on your big boy pants. So if you go to Zendronum.com/download, which I will leave in the description, I will provide you guys with the link to this page, but you're going to be wanting to install the installer bundled with Doomseeker. That is very important. So once you do this, you're going to have the big boy task of installing Zendronum. This is, in fact, one of those situations where you can quite literally just click through or anything. Now, if you would prefer your default location for the Zendronum folder to not just be in your program files times 86, you can change it. I had it set upon installation so that it showed up on my desktop. So, if that's easier for you, that's cool. I mean, put it somewhere where you feel like you can easily access. I feel like program files times 86 isn't the most accessible in the world, but it's fun. Next thing you're going to want to do, open Doomseeker. Now, in order to find your Doomseeker, since it probably, you may not think to yourself, oh shoot, it's going to be directly on my desktop, which it might be. It might have actually set a shortcut there, but if not, you can just type in play Zendronum online in your search bar, and then upon opening it, you may not get what I have on screen here. This is kind of the layout. Now, what it'll likely ask you is, hey, update? If it asks you to update, just hit them with an update, and you should be good, and you'll have to restart it, but it's fine. And then once you do that, we're going to be doing a quick little configuration of some stuff here. So, you're going to want to hit them with the file paths, and basically what this whole, so to put it simply, this is kind of just the spot that you're going to be telling all of your WADs, aka your like map packs and, stuff like that, as well as your PWADs, which are just more or less your mods. This is where you're going to be telling all of, this is basically where you're going to be telling Doomseeker, hey, I have these, don't freak out and say I don't have them. Now, of course, you can set multiple locations on where you feel comfortable with it. Now, me personally, I just put them all within that Zendronum folder we put in. I have, one folder for WADs, one folder for the mods, and then a temp mod folder, which I'll explain in just a second. But that is pretty much just configure that as is comfortable with you. Next thing you're going to want to do you're going to be doing a little bit of configuring of the game itself so that when you go in game, it's not going to look like a hot mess. So now here's the thing. As you can tell, this isn't a pretty normal looking resolution. For me, for you, this might look really off and just not right at all resolution wise. So if it's off for you, you can simply set it to video mode, set the aspect ratio to 16:9. If it's not already in full screen, hit them with that full screen. But once you set it to 16:9, you can set it to a 1920 by 1080 ratio, or whatever your resolution is. Just play around with that as you need. You're going to want to go to your display options real quick. Hit them with that OpenGL option. Preferences. And so you're going to be changing two things here. You're going to be wanting to change your sector light mode here to standard. And then if we go back and we hit them with that textures, you're going to want to set the high quality resize mode to HQ4X. Next up, something you could do as personal preference, but is by no means a requirement. You can change your default crosshair to 1. A lot of people who do Zendronum tend to do this. I just feel like it looks a bit more natural. But again, this one's a personal preference thing. This is not by any means something you have to do. Now the last thing, and this is really, I feel like, a really important thing if nothing else was, you're going to be doing your player setup. So this is something that is not going to be in any other source port, really. You're never going to see this option in like GZ Doom or something, and that's because this is for your multiplayer stuff. So this is like, you can show up the name that you want, that you're going to be identified with. You also just have, you can change your color. There's obviously the class and skin. Really, those two are not all that editable. So like if I tried to, you know, sit here and change this right now, you're not really going to notice anything, and that's because it's just base Doom 2. But what a lot of custom game mode type things on Zendronum do is they allow you to have different skins that you want to play. Something like Idiotic LMS and anything of that sort. So you can change it accordingly if you would like to do it in that way. So by this point, as someone who's just planning to only join servers, you're probably thinking to yourself, Ayo, so I just did all of that, which in reality wasn't that much. Hopefully this video is able to condense it down quite a bit, but you're probably thinking, hey, how the frick do I join a server? It couldn't be easier, my friends. So if we go back to Doomseeker, as you can see, we have this big list of servers that people are hosting. Now, if you guys want me to, I may make another video where I discuss how to make an actual server. It is a little bit, you gotta be a bit careful when you're doing it. Otherwise, it might not host right. But it is very easy to actually just join a server because Doom kind of has Doomseeker kind of has this Gary's mod mentality where you can basically, if you were to just go to any of these servers, right? Obviously, it's got a list of the mods that you may be using. So, like, this is Complex Doom, and so as you can see, following files can be downloaded. So, upon trying to enter this, you can actually just install all of these mods that you don't have using Doomseeker, and upon doing so, you'll be able to play in the thing. The whole reason that I point out all of this is because, for those who may or may not know, I've recently created a new channel on my Discord server where I will be hosting Doom multiplayer events and announcing them. We'll be jumping into VC, having a fun time, and it's going to be great. So come on over, join the Discord server if you haven't. We got quite a lot of people, but join if you have not. And I think it'll be a very fun time. If you decide to join the Discord server, I do actually have a written, aka copy and pasted from BroLeg's Discord server guide on how to do this as well. So feel free to look at that if that would be easier for you. And yeah, bye-bye, guys. Join the Discord server. Do a thing. Yeah.